Ha! It's back, baby. Kiss those sleep-filled nights goodbye. Hi everyone, this is Jairus, and I tell you what, I could not be happier about seeing Master of Orion come back into the game scene in full glory, full form, and I thought I'd never see it again after the tragedy that was Master of Orion 3. This is a dream game for me, absolutely. During my college years, I lost weeks to this game, and don't regret a single minute of it. Had more fun with this than any 4X game that was ever put out. When 3 came out, it was a complete pile of garbage. It took away everything that made Master of Orion 2 great, and we haven't heard from the series since. Well, Wargaming has come out with a star-studded cast. I'm not going to go through all the stars that are in it, but I will give you 2 names for any sci-fi net out there: Michael Dorn and Mark Hamill. I don't think I need to say more, but if you want to know the rest of the cast, it's easy to find on the web or on YouTube. Where do I even start with this? I had recorded an entire discussion about this game and my thoughts were on it, what I was feeling, what I was worried about, and I said, you know, I need to get some more time under my belt, and I'm going to play it for a few more hours to give a better impression of the game. And I start playing the game a little after midnight, and next thing you know, I'm falling asleep in my chair, and I look down, it's 9 a.m. My goodness. Now, normally for a guy like me, when I'm playing games, for the most part, I always have to have something else going. I have to have a talk show program going on YouTube, or some sort of documentary or something, or some music, something. I can't just typically play a game without having something to distract me. I played this thing all night long with no distractions. I was just buried in it. I haven't been buried into a game like this since Master of Orion 2. I really haven't. I can't even describe to you how surprised I am by the quality that they've managed to put together in a game that isn't even fully completed. There's going to be 3 phases. They're going to be releasing updates every month for the next 3 months, including new races and new modes and things like that. But what they have right now is just a blast to deal with. As an added bonus, you also get Master of Orion 1, 2, and 3. 3 you can download that or just delete that. You're really not missing anything by skipping that one. So what's it like? Well, they have very nice stylized graphics that represent all the original races that you had in Master of Orion 2. Each one of these races is fully voiced by one of the star-studded cast, and the animations that they give them add a lot of personality to their individual characters and racial characteristics. Right now, the 6 playable races that they have are the Alkari, the Bulrathi, the Human, Mershan, Cylon, no, not the robots, and Sakra. The 4 races still to come are the Darlok, Klakon, Meklar, and Silicoid, and of course, like Master of Orion 2, they're going to let you go ahead and do custom race. Each one of these races has its own unique personality, so when you're dealing with negotiations, some of them are going to be more warlike, some are going to be more peaceful, some are going to be scientific, and some are going to be heavy in the trade. And you have to balance that out when dealing with each one of these races to keep yourself out of war as much as possible, or at least fighting a war on multiple fronts. Now, for those of you who have played 4X games, you know a lot of what comprises a 4X game is managing your resources. Now, Master of Orion does this very well, allowing you to not only decide what you're building, but moving around individual groups of people into farming, or science, or production, setting tax rates, and be careful with those. If you set them too high, you'll get your workers on strike. They'll show the same little image of a person, but they'll have a little sign with an X, red X through it. It's pretty cool. One of the biggest changes in the way that you move on the map as compared to Master of Orion 2 is that you have these choke points. In Master of Orion 2, you could actually travel anywhere. You could cut through lines. You could kind of go across. If you had the capability, the jump drive, you could just basically go straight across, straight into the heart of enemy's territory, and it kind of made defense sometimes, in some ways, kind of difficult, but they've rectified this with a very nice system. What we have instead are lines of safe travel through wormholes. And there are red wormholes that you can unlock later when you get better technology that allows you to actually navigate those. This concept brings a lot of great strategy ideas to the table. You can go ahead and build a base at a location on a wormhole to protect it. You can go ahead and put ships there. You can go ahead and put your own fleet when you're at war with another group of aliens like I did. You can put a group fleet right there, cut off one half from the other half, and then whittle them down. It is very cool. So when you're playing, you not only have to be aware of your defenses, but how those particular defenses can be used against you. Now, combat in Master of Orion is different from Master of Orion 2 in being that it's not turn-based anymore. It's actually done with a real-time strategy format where you can select an individual ship, highlight a whole fleet, and give them individual orders, or just have the AI run automatically, and if you want, watch it on a cinematic camera. Just like Master of Orion 2, you get design choices when making a ship. You can choose from a couple of different hull looks, and you can choose what is going to go into each individual location or slot on the ship and really kind of customize it to the way that you want it. Right now it looks like you're limited to 2 hulls for each type, but I would expect more possibly with some of the future expansions and also with community mods. The tech tree is very similar to Master of Orion 2. As you move along, sometimes you'll have a tech that unlocks that forces you to choose between 2 or 3 different types of technology, and you can only take one of them, and the other ones, well, you don't get at all. At least, unless you trade for them. This can add a lot of replayability to the game, making you want to go back and try some of the other techs instead to see what you come up with strategy-wise. Well, guys, this isn't what I would call a full review because the game is not finished yet. They're going to be adding stuff to it over the next 3 months, but from what I've seen so far, and having put more time into Master of Orion 2 than about any 4X game I've ever played added together, I can tell you what, this is not a disappointment. So tell me about your Master of Orion experiences. Go ahead and leave comments down below. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, this is Jairus, Citizen Gamer. I'll catch y'all next time.